Welcome to BunniPhish Crafts. I'm your host Heather, known as BunniPhish on Ravelry, Instagram, YouTube, and Patreon. Today is Monday, the 25th of February, 2019, and this is episode 32. Grab some sticks and string and come sit with me. So as you can see, it is super early morning again. I have this light right on my face. When I sat down to record 1.5 minutes ago, there was a cloud in front of the sun because it was snowing, and now apparently it's not going to snow anymore. So eventually, when I start showing you things, if I need to, I will get up and close the curtain so you can see things. I feel like this is going to be a short one. I don't have a ton to talk about. This was definitely more of a life heavy week than a crafting heavy week. Although, oh, let's see who's texting me. My best friend is reserving our campsite right now for August. I'm super excited. I'm so ready. I'm so ready to go camping in August. I'm so ready that I've already started making fire starters for when we go because we always have issues starting the fire. So what I'm doing for that, let's start off with a tangent right away, is taking lint from my dryer and putting it inside toilet paper rolls, and then all of the stubs of candles, I have a wax warmer, just putting them in there and then pouring the wax into the tubes. So I am so excited. I'm so ready. This week I had Knit and Crochet Club, of course, because it started up officially the week before. So 2 nights of that, plus ice skating, plus I taught 2 classes at Joann. It was supposed to be 3, but then one of them got canceled, and it was kind of annoying because I drove all the way to the store. Apparently, I had been sent a text, but my phone didn't receive it, which is fairly typical for my phone. I would say once every 6 months or so, it has this issue where it doesn't get a text message. But luckily, traffic was really light, so it was only 10 minutes, and I had to go somewhere that I wouldn't typically go anyway for an errand, so I just used that time to do that. And then I went out for mod pizza with my boyfriend because my kids were with my mom, so that was super lovely. And yeah, it was just a lot of doing this week and not so much knitting. I mean, there was still knitting. I did some things. Anyway. Do you want to see some of the things I did? Let me go close that curtain so you can. Hi, look at that. I have a face. Okay, so last week I had just barely started these mitts. They're crocodile stitch. They are crocheted. I did not use a pattern. I've made things with crocodile stitch before, but not since I moved back up to Michigan. So it's been a while, so I had to click on a YouTube tutorial. And this is very tight on me because the person that I made it for has much smaller hands and forearms than I do, but this will give you the gist. It will not be so, you won't be able to see through all of the scales on her. Just because my hands are so big, but yeah, that's what it looks like. I did end up using the Knit Picks Bravo worsted for it. I know it looks pink here, but in better light, it looks purple. And I took a poll of people to see if it looked purple or pink, and they said purple. So could just be me. So yeah, they're both finished. I finished them on Thursday last week, and I finished them before I went in for my shift, but the student wasn't there, and then I wasn't at the school on Friday. So I will take them in today. It's part of the reason why I wanted to record today instead of waiting, even though I don't feel like I have much to talk about, was so that you could see them in person. I used a size J hook for the 4 tiers around the forearm, and then switched to an H for the rest of it. That way I didn't have to try to figure out how to do decreases in crocodile stitch. I don't even know if you can. It's not something I looked into and not something I wanted to look into. So I figured that would be a good way to make decreases. The other thing that I finished is the sock head hat, which was right there last week. This is what I took to the classes that I taught because I don't have a good crochet project going that I could take. They were learn to crochet classes that I taught. So yeah, I didn't have a good crocheting project. So I just took this along and worked on it and finished all of it. And it was my work knitting. So I am pretty pleased with how it turned out. Oh, that hat hair is really, really cute. The yarn is White Birch Fiber Arts in the Does This Rainbow Make My Black Look Big? And I think it's super cute. Would I wear this in real life? Maybe. Probably not. It wouldn't be my go-to accessory, but it is really, really cute. And I guess I could, since a lot of my t-shirts are black and a lot of my leggings are black. So I could theoretically wear this, but it's not for me. It's for my best friend, Becca. This is her Christmas present, but I'm going to give it to her now because it doesn't matter. Like, she's not going to then expect something in December if I made this for her now. Briefly, I want to talk about the shawl, which I am totally going to do as a knit along. I have decided, hopefully some of you will join me, and also Kat from Cattails Yarns is going to make kits for the shawl using the yardage that you need for it. So that's super exciting. She just sent me a message about it, asking for yardage yesterday maybe. So when I have more details, I will let you know more details. And yeah, it's going to be super exciting. I think I said last week, but I am definitely running the knit along during May because it's my birthday month. And that gives you plenty of time to gather the full skein, half skein, and 6 mini skeins for the project if you're not, well, even if you are ordering from Kat or not. But I recommend using her yarn because it is super, super, super nice to work with. And the colors are really pretty. I mean, if you're not going to use the rainbow from her, the Aja colors, definitely at least think about getting the black Aja because it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Okay, so works in progress. I'm flying through because I really just didn't craft that much this week. I did bring my spinning. I didn't put in a picture last week because I forgot. And this is more than 18 inches, I would say, of fiber, but it's so close to being done. Like, this is not a ton. It's not an insubstantial amount because I'm spinning this to be a 3-ply fingering to sport weight is my plan. And this is my second turtle of this fiber. It's getting pretty full. I'm hoping I can get the last of this on here, but if I can't, it's fine. I'll just start a new turtle. It'll be okay. But yeah, that's what's going on with this. And I did spin a little bit last week, not as much as the week before. Just the nature of having a life heavy week instead of a craft heavy week. And I have also put in work on the In and Out socks by Cookie A. Last week I had the second sock just barely started. And I had the first sock through the leg. Now they both have heel flaps and heel turns, and I am 3 or 4 rows into the gusset decreases. So I really, really want to get these finished by the end of the month. it's only a foot. Well, it's only 2 feet and toes and Kitchenering in the next 4 days if you count today, which I do because it's only 8 o'clock in the morning. Although it is, I'm probably going to go to sleep early today because I slept poorly last night. It was really, really windy and it just kept me up. And then I finally gave up trying to sleep. I know that I slept at some point, but then I woke up and I stopped trying to go back to sleep and laid in my bed for, I don't know, anywhere between 5 and 20 minutes and finally got up at 3:40 this morning. So probably gonna go sleep early tonight, but hopefully I can get more work done on these socks. Um, they are beautiful, heavily patterned, not cabled though. Those are all increases and decreases in knits and purls that make that beautiful cable looking pattern, and yarn overs. And it's just, they're brilliant. I love Cookie A's designs. I know that I say that every time I knit something that Cookie A has designed, but I really, really do. And there's beautiful slip stitch detail leading into the heel that is just, the details in Cookie A's designs are what really, really make the sock. I mean, other than just its beautiful overall pattern, the way she does the ribbing into the pattern, the way she goes into her heels. I haven't worked any that haven't been heel flap and gusset, and they're all top down as far as I know, but they're just beautifully done, beautifully designed. I really, really like them. Really like these socks, and I think I can get them done. It's just over 60 rounds for the pattern on the foot, which will take me almost to the toe. So yeah, that shouldn't be, I can do that. I can do 20 rounds a day for sure, right? And then toes, yeah, not a problem. So here comes the sun again. Whatever. I didn't bring anything up to check in with you modular wise because I didn't really work on modular projects. I am kind of working on a barn raising square as I chat with you, but just a little. But we all know as knitters and crocheters that a few stitches add up to a lot of progress if you make a few stitches here and there. I will have a whole new slew of whips next week when I see you because it will be the beginning of March. So I will be starting all of my March projects. I am really, really trying to get the um, mitt finished. Not the mitt. I was looking in the screen. Not mitt. The socks finished this February. I have the pattern written for the shawl, like all of the sections written. I just have to actually knit through them to make sure that I'm good for yardage. I would also like to get that done this month, but if that's a thing that doesn't get finished before the end of the month, that's okay. If you would like to test knit the design shawl, I will need a few test knitters just to make sure that things make sense. So let me know, find me on social media, send me a PM, do the things. You know what to do. If you don't know what to do, send me a PM and I will let you know how to become a test knitter. Um, yeah, I think that's all I have to talk to you about this week. Not a lot of content, but I didn't want to miss a week because then I would miss you guys. So have a wonderful week. I hope you made something fantastic with your sticks and string while you were watching. Come find me on social media, again on Instagram, YouTube, Patreon, and Ravelry as BunniPhish. I love hearing from you guys. Tell me something down below. I will respond. I'm pretty good about responding to comments. I think I have like a 90% response rate. And next week should be much more interesting because according to my planner, life is less hectic this week. We'll see. Okay, for reals now. I'm gonna go. Have a wonderful week and see you next week.